All right, man, my lighting is so bad. So I'm back again with week 4 of my weekly messages for Jason Moore, and he actually published my voice message from week 2, and the podcast came out this week, and it was so weird. So weird to hear myself. So I almost kind of feel like I don't know what to do now. He's not, I don't expect to be able to come up with anything to top that. So it's kind of anticlimactic now. But that said, I do want to continue to write to him. I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm hoping he listens to these and maybe finds the time to respond to me. I certainly don't expect to be on any more of his podcasts anytime soon. But anyway, I'll keep going. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready to record a new one. Here we go. I'm never ready. I'm always I always set up the stream and then I don't have my recording ready to go. But yeah, so what happened today? Jaguars got blown out, which really could be any week. What else happened? The Gators lost too. It's been not a good football weekend for my teams. The Gators lost in really horrifying fashion, essentially by one of the most boneheaded personal foul penalties I've ever seen. So yeah, that was bad. And then now my fantasy team, first week of the playoffs, and we are getting eliminated. So just, football all around this weekend, not going well. All right, I've got my thing ready to record. So here we go. I'm going to try and set this up. I always have a few notes for myself when I do these messages for Jason, but I want to also have a notification ready for myself just in case somehow, some way, somebody stumbles upon this live stream while I'm doing it, and I want to be able to call you out and talk to you if there's anybody out there. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm recording for Jason Moore. Hey, Jason, it's me, Max, again, and I first of all, I gotta thank you for including me on your podcast this week. I gotta say it was really weird and kind of embarrassing. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I don't mean, I appreciate you, putting me on your podcast, but it was just so weird. And I guess since I'm not used to it, it felt a little embarrassing. Like I was blushing a bit as I heard myself talking on your show. So, but anyway, it was a cool experience. And so thank you for that. Today, I just had a question for you, and it's inspired by that podcast, talking about the pilgrimage in Japan, and all this epic stuff that your guest has experienced on these journeys that he's taken. So in light of that, I wanted to ask you if there are any trips, maybe not necessarily epic, but just something that you really have to plan for, and something that you'd have to wait till your kids are old enough to not just to appreciate, but also old enough simply just to do, something like a hike on one of these famous trails, a cross-country bike ride, or a week-long camping and rafting trip through the wilderness, things like that. I'm wondering if there's an adventure of this type that you have already identified and that you're looking forward to doing with your children someday. If so, what is it, and at what age do you think your kids will be ready for it? Because I personally am coming from this as somebody who's never really done anything like this. I've never gone on one of these sort of soul searching journeys of self-discovery, if you will. Something where you're like going out, something probably more focused towards nature, and things of that sort. So I'd love to do that with my kids someday. My kids are about the same age as yours, and so I'd like to know, what are some of the things to think about and what options there might be. Anyway, that's it. It's getting long. Thanks again. Talk to you next week. Okay. That'll do it. Signing off.